Hey Swaggy Swan family, I'm back with another hair tutorial video because that is what you guys just happen to love the most. So here I am. Here's a couple of things you'll need to be able to do this 2-strand twist hairstyle on your kids' hair. I'm using the Cantu Care for Kids curling cream. Helps get rid of fussy hair and frizz. I am using my Authentic Jamaican Black Castor Oil roll-on bottle, which I do sell. It is sold out right now, but you gotta stay tuned and keep checking the description box to find out when it's back. I'm using a water bottle, spray bottle, and I'm using my choice of comb. You can use your choice of comb, and the best way to do this style I find is to just do it when Savannah is pretty much just about to fall asleep. You guys keep asking me when is the best time to do your child's hair, especially if your child hates to get their hair done, even though Savannah does not mind at all. One of the tips and tricks you can do is just wait until your child is practically falling asleep. If they're falling asleep, they can't complain, right? Bingo. So Savannah is pretty much about to fall asleep. She's been washed up. Please excuse her runny and peeling nose. She is currently sick. Okay, if you have a child who suffers from dry hair and you're trying to figure out what can you do, this is also a really good go-to style. Take that Authentic Jamaican Black Castor Oil, moisturize their scalp with it to help stimulate the hair. It's nice and shiny. It's not too sticky. And the roll-on is a really good feature. Or if you have the dropper style one that I sell, that's awesome too. So anyway, I go ahead and I'm going to spray the water. This is just regular water. Nothing is mixed in here. I spray her hair, get it nice and moisturized. As you can see, she has literally already fallen asleep. So I'm going to begin. So I'm using a pick style comb to go ahead and part her hair. Again, use a comb of your choice. You can use rat tail or whatever style. I'm using a pick style. Again, the point is not to have perfected parts. If you want to take the time and do that, to each his own, but I'm going ahead and I'm doing like a box style part, and I'm sectioning off the hair. The goal is to section off the pieces. You can make this as large as you want, medium size, or as small as you want. Keep in mind, if you do smaller sections, it will take longer. Larger sections, it will shorten the length of time that you will be doing this style. So now I'm just going to gently comb out the section that I've parted. The next thing I'll do, I can go ahead and wet this area again. And once I've wet it and combed it out thoroughly, I can go ahead and add some of that curling cream by Cantu. And the whole point is to moisturize the section and make sure I do that well. And this is actually a really good go-to style too if you're trying to figure out how to keep your child's hair from getting really dry. Like, let's say you've moisturized your child's hair and it's midweek and their hair is dry again. This is a really good go-to style. It's a protective style and you can lock in moisture. Keep this in. I go ahead and I clip back the hair to just get it out of the way from the section that I'm trying to moisturize. So I'm just smoothing that curling cream into the section, and I'm making sure that I'm working it all the way down into the ends as you see me doing there. And I'm just gathering it and I'm taking my time. Because Savannah is asleep when I'm doing this style, I really don't have to worry about trying to rush through it or trying to distract her with toys or gadgets or any of that stuff. I can really just take my time because, again, she's asleep. It's like the best thing ever. So I'm sectioning off the two pieces and getting ready to do the 2-strand twist. So I've created 2 halves, and now I'm going to simply just twist them around and around, almost like a rope. So I'm going around and around and I'm just twisting and twisting. And you can do it at a quick pace so that you're not spending too much time doing this style. And another thing about this, it's very simple. You're literally just wrapping it around and around and around. I do not put any type of elastic band to seal it. It's pretty much going to seal itself because you're using a cream on the hair and you're using moisture. It ends up locking itself together. When I get to that end part, I just twirl it around and around tightly, And with Savannah's hair, it just locks itself at the end and kind of does its own bounce. So you know Savannah has serious shrinkage with anything I pretty much do to her hair. So her hair just naturally curls up like that, and it starts to, as you can see there, begin its shrinkage, and it just bounces into its own curl pattern. So that's what happens when I do 2-strand twists in Savannah's hair. Will that happen when you do it in your child's? I'm not exactly sure, but one thing for certain, when you do the 2-strand twist in your child's hair, it will still lock up irregardless. So that's what it looks like when I do the one in Savannah's hair. So now I'm simply going to do the same step over and over again in each section that I do in her hair. So that's literally all that I do. I section off, I moisturize, make sure I use water with the curling cream, little bit of the Authentic Jamaican black castor oil along the parts and the roots of her hair. Again, it's the best way to stimulate the growth and to make sure that I'm getting to all those areas of her hair, which has helped her hair to continue to grow and stay healthy. And it helps with any dry spots or any areas, especially in the back. And I'm just working that product throughout, twisting it up, and again, it's an excellent protective style. So as I'm going ahead and doing it to the back there, I'm gonna pretty much do the style in like rows going back. You can get fancy with it if you're really good with your parts. You can do like diagonal type of parts or triangle type of parts. I have seen people do stuff like that. It is pretty late at night when I'm doing this style, so I'm not going to get too fancy with my parts or anything like that. But this is the time. If you are a parting queen, okay, or you got some tricks up your sleeve, go ahead. Unstoppable. The world is yours. Get fancy with it. If your child is asleep, I say take it away. This is your time to be creative and put on your supermom cape, okay? If you are somebody who has your own natural hair, then you're well aware that you don't need gel to achieve this look in your child's hair. You should be fine, again, with a moisturizer of your choice and some straight up H2O. So I'm just showing you a close-up look of and how Savannah's literally just curls up and shrivels up on its own, which I don't mind. There is another method to this. If you want to ensure that it does not unravel or that it lasts even longer, you can still section off the area like you see me doing. So you'll part it and you'll still section it off. When you're starting and making your halves, instead of making 2 halves, you can make 3 equal pieces as if you were going to do a braid, and you can start as if you're braiding the hair, and as you begin braiding the hair, halfway into it you can switch into a twist, and you could still achieve the look of a 2-strand twist, except the root of the hair would have been the start of a braid. So that way the root is locked in with a braid mechanism instead of a twist. And if you do that throughout the head, that's your choice, but that's a way to keep this style a little bit longer so it's not unraveling for sure. So that's just another thing if you'd like to do that. I did not do that with this look in Savannah's hair. I simply just did twists because, again, it was late at night and I wanted to get done with this quickly. So another thing, I am at the back of Savannah's hair. I get a lot of emails with people constantly telling me that they're still having some trouble with how to keep the back of their child's hair from getting too dry. What can they do about the back? The back is breaking off, or the back is not growing, or the back is like a real problem area with thinning and just dryness in general. I really recommend the 2-strand twist method because it's less tension. You're not putting any elastic bands, bobos, barrettes, whatever you call it. You're literally just allowing their hair to breathe. It's still a cute style. And most importantly, there's no tension involved with the style. So that's my recommendation for how to improve the back of your child's hair if they're suffering from loss of hair, thinning, hair not growing in the back, back, dryness. That's how you lock in moisture, keep a protective style, and help the back of their hair grow. So I'm pretty much done with Savannah's hair. I don't do anything to the sides. I'm not doing anything to the baby hair. I just let it curl up as is with this style. I just have a little bit left here. As you see, I'm just going to go ahead and finish off and put a couple of more 2-strand twists in, but she's pretty much done. So again, she's still experiencing shrinkage with this style, but that's not a concern of mine. I really do not care about the shrinkage. But yes, as you can see here, boom, shrinkage, boom, still bouncy, curly, moisturized, nice and healthy, and she's still asleep, pain-free. This style again will last her for a good 2 weeks. Voila, I am done. If you want to make it tighter at the root, you absolutely can. It is my choice to make it loose like this. This is how I like it, and also it makes it easier, like I was saying, when I go to unravel it, and it makes her afro nice and curly and poofy and more volume when I take these out at the end of the 2 weeks. And again, I'll do a video on that and show you guys what that looks like. But yeah, it's nice and bouncy and moisturized and nice and coily and cute the way I like it. And the best part about this look, guys, you can style it in so many different ways. You can add different colored headbands to the look. You can keep it the way it is like this, but I pretty much switch up the different color headbands depending on the color that Savannah is wearing today. And I'll show you clips in just a second of what I like to do. You can do it where some of the 2-strand twists are half up, half down. So many different looks that are so much fun that I enjoy doing with this. Most importantly, it is considered a protective style for their natural hair, which I really love and enjoy about it. And you don't have to use any harsh products in order to achieve it. Just straight natural products and products that are good for their hair. So that really excites me and I love it. So you can go ahead and seal this product with a satin bonnet, which Savannah's been wearing since she was younger. Obviously, safety first, mom's discretion. I personally use this because I know what I'm doing, so I'm not recommending it to you guys. It's your discretion, but yes, I have her wear a satin bonnet to seal the style and retain the moisture. She takes it off in the morning, and as you can see, the style is preserved. Just throw on a headband and go. Here's the many different looks that you can achieve with it. Like I was saying, a half up, half down look. Whatever you want to do with these, I just love it. I think it's cute and age appropriate and super convenient. Lasts 2 weeks. And again, it's a protective style, and the less you do to their hair with no tension styles, the more their hair will grow. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.